Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I am out shooting charming little small towns, and I am in the charming little small town of Seneca, Illinois. I wanted to get here a little bit before dusk, but I'm a little bit late because I was so distracted on the drive down here. It's about 40 minutes south of where I live up in Yorkville, Illinois. So I tell myself not to get distracted, but when I drive across something like this, I just kind of fall in love with it and I have to shoot it. My fingers are numb, my gloves are in the truck. I shot this all handheld. I will definitely come back to this spot again someday, but just the droopy wires, the fact that I'm shooting uphill, the barn's at the top of the hill, there's a long driveway going up, and you can see the snow and the tire tracks of the driveway. Oh my god, just such a beautiful rural scene. I hope you guys like it as much as I do, but I gotta get to Seneca now. So I spent about 20 minutes that I really didn't have shooting this scene, and like I said before, I'm definitely gonna go back, but just had to shoot it. It was everything about it I just fell in love with. The fact that it was on the hill, the old telephone poles, obviously the rustic and rural barn, the empty sky just added to the desolate feel of this area. So hope you enjoy these images, and I'll throw in one color one here at the end. I've seen some pictures. I've never been in Seneca, Illinois, but I have seen some pictures. Very rustic, very rural, very charming little small town. So hopefully I can get some good shots. And with the sun going down here in about 15-20 minutes, I'm hoping to get, again, channel my Todd Hido and get some longer exposure, one light on in a certain building or house or something like that, and just get that glowing yellow warm light coming out of the building on a very, very, very cold early evening here in Seneca, Illinois. So that's what I'm after. Thank you very much for stopping by the channel. If it's your first time here, I really appreciate it. My name is Garrick. I shoot landscape, cityscape, urban, whatever, sports, you name it, all here in the Midwest. And I appreciate all of you stopping by the channel. And without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so I just grabbed a quick shot of the overall building. Probably not going to do anything or much with that at all, but it was at ISO 100 and f11, just backed into a shutter speed and bracketed for some reason because my camera was already set on bracketing. Didn't really need to do that, but that's what I ended up doing. It's also on a 2-second timer. Got the Nikon D850 2470 Sigma lens and a very, very broken Manfrotto tripod. I have no idea what happened to it. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. But I'm going to walk across the street and get a detail shot of that door, the wooden door on the left side of the building. We'll get that right now. I'm doing the same thing, just left it at f11. Oh, my ISO's at 500, so I gotta fix that, but it's okay. That's not gonna create any noise. But I definitely like this this door here. Very gritty, it's rural grit, if there is such a thing, which is kind of cool. So I've got my white balance at 5,000 K because I just find that's a good equal or good midpoint, good starting point bring it in the Lightroom and I can fix it from there if I need to. But with the sun going down now, everything's going to be very blue. As you all know, we're in the blue hour. Well, I ended up parking right here in this lot across from the laundromat and this little bar right across the street there, and thought I was seeing a halfway decent composition, and just honestly I just waited until somebody walked into the scene and took a couple of shots. I had to do a little finagling with this one in Lightroom, but I finally got it to what I was seeing in my head, and that was blue and, actually warm and cold, so bluish around the outside with the interior windows lighting up the center of the image. Not sure if the people walking through the image helped or not, but whatever. So by this point I'm freezing. My fingers are numb. But I did see this building across the way there, and in a second I'm going to tell you that I got the shot, but I didn't. Not from there anyway. I had to go further to the right to end up getting the image that I ended up liking. Alright, I think we got it. I went to f16, so to get that starburst pattern in the light, in the street lamp that's in front of the building. So, which meant I had to increase my shutter speed, so my shutter speed was a little bit longer, like 4 or 5 seconds. So, ISO still at 100. Man, these gloves are not good. And these are the Valoré gloves. Sorry, people from Valoré. Here's the image that I ended up liking the most, which doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot. It's not going to win any awards, but it does capture what I was trying to do, and that is show the cold, but also show the warmth that's coming from the building, which means life inside the building, and that's what I was trying to do. And for the one guy out there that's wondering what I really liked about this shot, I like how this shot has more depth to it, meaning there's the building in the foreground, and you have lights in the windows on the right hand side, also in front of the building with the bright light. But then further on into the image, because we'll put this building kind of center right, and then you have the little A-frame building, then you've got the building across the street with the 3 lights on in the windows. So at least that's what I'm seeing in my head, and yeah, hopefully this is recording. I rolled up on these two shady characters. Well, not really shady, just dark, I guess. But I rolled up on them nonetheless and thought I would take a couple of shots. But you'll find out in a second I couldn't even press the shutter button. My finger is so cold I can't even press the shutter release button. Have you ever heard so much complaining? Well, here's the image, and I actually like this one quite a bit. For me, it's very thought-provoking. If you're looking at the shack to the left, it's lit outside and inside. It has some warmth to it, has some life to it, right? Because the wires are going to it. And then the shack or whatever to the right is just dark and dreary and falls off. And there's nothing there. It's like the tale of two cities, so to speak. But anyway, for me, this image has some thought to it. And lastly, I fired off these 2 shots as I was walking back to my truck. These images aren't too bad. They're not that great. I actually took these ones earlier on in the night. As you can tell, it wasn't nearly as dark. I did snap off a couple extra images as I was going back to the truck when it was really dark out, but I like these 2 a little bit more. So here they are, and that's going to do it for another video. Thank you all so very much for stopping by the channel. I really appreciate it. And you all know the drill. Like it if you did, subscribe if you haven't, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. I am your old buddy Double G, and I am your very best friend in the whole wide world. We'll see you next time, everybody.